Good day and welcome back to another Guild Wars 2 video. Have you ever wanted to look fashionable? Well, now's your chance. With the fashion templates update, we have the ability to have way more style than ever in Guild Wars 2. So let's talk about how it works, how you can set it up, and how you can take the most advantage out of the new system. So let's start with the basics. Where can we find fashion templates? Well, it's in the exact same place you did your wardrobe before. So press H, bring up your hero screen, go to fashion, and you'll find your wardrobe. All players will start with 2 standard fashion templates, and you will be given an option when you open up the screen for the first time to convert your current set to a fashion template. Fashion templates are tied per character, so each character will have their own fashion templates and obviously freely able to switch between them. Each character will begin with 2 fashion templates, where more can be unlocked using gems, of course. But basically, if you want to unlock more templates for yourself, you can buy them with gems. But let's dig into how it works. So let's talk about how it works. So basically it works pretty simply. Before, you would essentially not have any fashion templates. You would simply just have your character slots, and you would freely change them with whatever shards and transmutation charges you wanted to. So I wanted to change my gloves, I would select new gloves, click save, and then would apply it to my character. That is still the case, but after you've applied the change, you just need to click apply to equipment. Please make sure that you have whatever outfits you have hidden, otherwise they won't show for you. So if we go to template 2, for example, and you have your base outfit here applied, you will see that if we apply it to our current gear, we have essentially our normal gear. This is our untransmogrified gear. If you have that button unticked, like you should, then it will actively apply your current armor set. And notice I have to click apply to equipment to actively apply it. Now let's say I want to change my headset. So I go here, I change my headset, I want to change it to the luminous light goggles, or let's choose something that's actually Reaper. Yeah, cool. So let's choose this lovely shroud to block my beautiful face. Now you'll notice that if I come here, I still have this headpiece on. That is because I have not selected to change the outfit. So if I click apply to equipment, then boom, it will now apply that to my equipment. So it's really quite straightforward. Essentially, you are keeping your outfit saved. If you just want to change your outfit as you did before, just simply click your slot. You'll probably leave slot 1 as your active template that you're always doing changes on, and slot 2 might be your most favorable second outfit at the time. Keep in mind as well that if you tick the option apply on equipment change, then what it will do is it will prevent your items from changing style. So for example, I'm currently wearing this outfit. If I go to my bag and equip these shoulders, you will notice that they change appearance. Great. Let's go back and just to re-equip my country mantle. If I go to my outfits, so I go here, go to my wardrobe, and I click apply on equipment change, you will notice that if I go and equip these, then they don't change how I appear. And that also does not use a transmutation charge. So basically, especially if you're leveling a character or you are constantly changing gear, you know, if you're one of those people that's changing gear sets for stats in PvP, PvE, World vs. World, etc., you don't need to worry. You can just maintain your outfit super easily across all your gear just by having that one button ticked. So it's a pretty cool, pretty straightforward process. It's very much just the same thing, but now obviously you have this extra step if you're willing to apply. One thing I will say obviously is for players who were freely changing outfits all the time or are constantly switching, it's not really that much of a big difference, because having a set backup template or set alternative templates isn't going to be something that you're probably so keen on. But if you're someone who is, you know, looking to save outfits and have multiple preset styles per character, then I think it's something that's ultimately worthwhile. You can still dye your gear as you always would, and the thing is, you just have to obviously make sure that you are dyeing your gear. If I switch to this set here and I go and dye my gear, there will be no changes in my current set. So for example, you can see here, I'm going to just make this blue, make all of this blue just to show you that nothing is changing. But you'll see that absolutely zero is changing on my current set. But the moment that I go over here, I click apply to equipment, you will see that it has changed. However, if I'm in that set and I'm making changes, so let's say for example I change my mantelpiece, you will see here, right? I click save. It will save that to the outfit, so you don't have to click apply equipment. You only have to do so if you're in a different set and making changes. So it's very, very, very straightforward. It's essentially just the same system, but with multiple saves, so you don't have to recycle a whole bunch of things when you are trying to just develop one unique style for your character. All in all, I personally think it is a much, much, much better system to have. I think players having the option to really kind of have this really incredible kind of availability of, you know, things like items and stuff, I think is really quite important, and I think matters a lot. So for me, it's super, super great. I love the new system. I think it's going to be absolutely amazing. And yeah, I cannot wait to see all the different preset templates. And because you can switch so easily, it really does just help you to have like essentially two great styles saved at once. And if you're willing to spend some gems, you can have up to 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different styles saved. Obviously, that's a lot of gems, but hey, if it works for you, go for it. That's it for me. See you next time. Bye.